Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Crazy Cube Dude here with a very special guest. Tell me your name. Hello.
You cut out for a second through Skype, which is why I was wondering.
Oh,
Anyway, this is Television 1000.
yeah. Sorry for that awkward pause. That was not meant for a dramatic effect. But yeah, he's a special guest in my video for the 8 billionth time. But he is doing a review with me.
More like the third time, but still.
Well, yeah.
More like the third time, but still.
Well, you don't have to be exact, Double Vision. But he is going to be.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, he is going to be doing a review with me. This game is a fighting game. It is a very unique game. It is not like most of the other fighting games out there, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Mortal Kombat. This is this is a good game. I will say that. It is one of the better Wii games, and the game, of course, I'm talking about is, well, it's kind of a sequel, it's kind of a sequel to the GameCube version of this game, which was, well, I'll tell you. But the game we are reviewing is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It is a sequel.
Third game in the series.
What?
It is the third game in the series.
Oh yeah, well, I guess it would be considered a sequel then. But this is a sequel to Super Smash Bros. Melee on the which was released on the GameCube. And what was the version for the N64? I forget.
Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, duh. Um, but yeah, it has basically every single character that Nintendo's been associated with. It has, well, Link, of course. What's a Nintendo game without Link? Unless it's Mario or something.
Or Mario.
Yeah. Anything that's, well, you guys get our point. This here's Mario. That's Wario right there. You got Pokemon Trainer there. You got Kirby in that tiny little corner right there. You got Fox here. You got Pikachu there, and so you got Peach. You got Samus. Some people pronounce it Samus.
Samus. Sam, like I do.
Yeah, Samus. I pronounce it Samus, but tomato. Yeah, Pit's up there, and it has some characters on the back, and it explains some stuff. Sonic is one of the characters. He's one of my favorites. He's a great character, and there's Snake there from Metal Gear Solid, and yeah, and it explains like the whole things with the Siths, and you can do just like with any other fighting game these days, you can do a brawl online, and believe it or not, the brawls are actually good online. Would you believe
Anyway,
it?
getting more into the gameplay.
Yeah. I wonder if we could nah, let's not do it. But basically, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It has great gameplay, great controls, easy to figure out. Like, if you know the controls, like if you know the controls, like all the directions for the A move or 2 move, and all the directions for the 1 or B move, you know all the controls, and then you can basically just pick any character, learn their moves, and you'll just be on your merry way. So yeah, the control scheme is not hard to figure out.
One one of the weakest things in Super Smash Bros. Brawl is probably the story mode.
Yeah.
Subspace Mystery.
Well, it's a fighting game. Most fighting games these days don't really do a story mode, except for Mortal Kombat. But that was just a remake retelling the story of the first 3 in a fighting game fashion, which that was kind of unique. But this is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But another game who doesn't do the story very well is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Basically, you just go through these different stages.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that another time. But yeah, this game does not do storyline very well. It's just basically fighting, and more fighting. But it does it in a well orderly fashion way. Um, hey, you want to talk about the online play next?
Go ahead.
Okay. The online play is very good in this game. The matchmaking, like, if you just, there's an option to play it with friends or play with anyone. If you pick play with anyone, you can just hit brawl and it'll seek other people who are playing all around the world. And it is very quick with finding people. And you can pick a character, you can pick your stage, and then you can go into training while you're waiting for the other people. They can join, and like anyone can join. It's very quick, and it's surprisingly not really laggy. That's a major.
The only downside to that is that you cannot change the game mode.
Well, yeah.
Unlike what you can do
Only the master can
when you're
do that.
facing against other friends.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But there's little to no lag, unlike all the other games where, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and things like that. There's a crap ton of lag. There's a ton of lag. This game handles that very well. There's little to no lag, unless you're using the internet for something else, like me and Double Vision here were using Skype and playing at the same time, and it was kind of laggy. We turned Skype off and bam, instant no lag. Well, there's a half-second lag, but you know. Let's talk about
I hope you guys get the point.
yeah. Well, unless there are retards out there who, there are probably kids in my school watching this that are the retards, but, you know, that only applies for some of you. But, yeah, the moves are pretty basic, like, the controls are, up, 2 or A is a launcher, and then you have a side A move, and a down A move, which is usually a sweep move.
Before you get into that, 4 ways to play.
Oh yeah, there are 4 different ways to play. You can explain if you want. Okay, I'll explain. But
Okay, so
as you can see, let me see.
basically, there are 4 ways to play. We can use the Wii Remote sideways, the Wii Remote nunchuck, the GameCube controller, and the classic controller.
Yeah. So just like in Mario Kart, there are many different ways to play. Me myself, I usually played with the remote nunchuck, but because my idiot brother broke all of our nunchucks, and like you gotta keep plugging them back in, and a lot of you guys will make a joke out of that, but I'm not going to. But
Either am I.
yeah. The sideways, the sideways I got used to, and that's what I play with now. But yeah, but the B move on any character is like there's a special move, and it's pretty cool. And then you have an up B, which is mostly used to save yourself, and I think every single one of the character's up B moves can hurt your opponent and get you back up to safety if you fall off a platform and off the stage. But
Well, most of them can get you up to safety.
yeah, there are many different modes of the stage. In solo, you have training, which I'm using all the time to train for different characters, obviously. There is classic mode, which is basically you just go.
Basically, to short you basically have to defeat a lot of enemies.
Yeah, pretty much. There is
And in the end, fight the boss.
yeah, and there
Which I'm not
is
gonna say the name of.
there is target there is a
Any of you who play Super Smash.
yeah there is events, which I think the events are boss fights, home run contest, which I don't get at all. The home run thing I don't get. The multi-man brawl are basically like you're just one person or 2 players. It could be either, and like a crap ton of enemies just fall from the sky. and like just one hit kills them. And so you could just basically mash the A or 2 button and just get like everyone out. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right here and pick it up in part 2 of this review.